Amazing. All right. Welcome, everyone. We are super excited. And yes, it is 5 a.m. here in Utah, and we are pumped. We have just come from convention over the last weekend, and we are still on a high. So we've been speaking to many of you guys in Australia there, and we wanted to share this call with you, especially it's coming right to the end of the month. And there is just so many things we are excited about with promotions, new products, and we want to help as many people get started in this business. So if you are a guest either watching the recording or live right now, a massive welcome. We're so excited that you've taken the time just to come in and take a look. I always say when we get started is put on a business hat today. Let's have a look at this as a business opportunity to really look at if this aligns with you right now. I'm going to introduce the amazing Mariel, and I'm not going to speak too much, but I'm going to get her to share just a bit about me. I am 11 years in this industry. I've only been with one other company before Q Sciences. I was with that company for 8.5 years. I got to the top position of that company. And you know what? I was winning. I was earning a great income there. But one of the things over those years is that my team weren't winning. And it did get me down. And I got to the point where I felt I hit a bit of a glass ceiling. It was at the time, 2.5 years ago, I was doing some coaching as well around mindset. I'm an NLP coach as well. And I was looking at some products to start with, actually, to help my clients, just to support them around natural products. And it happened that I was in a Facebook group with Mariel all the way in the US. And we just connected and started talking. She shared with me some of Q Science's products. And for me, I saw so many different products that could help my clients. That was the first thing. The second thing is that we formed just a beautiful friendship, and we just started to talk, and then she introduced me to the compensation plan, and that was the sealer. That sealed the deal for me, and hopefully you'll see that today as well. I couldn't unsee what I saw in terms of the people I knew that needed help financially, and pioneering this in Australia. I just couldn't help but jump on the opportunity 2.5 years ago, and I'm so glad I did. Yes, we've had challenges doing things, pioneering is never easy, but it's been so worth it. Coming here this weekend for the first time in the flesh. We've done things online for the last 2.5 years, but to be in the flesh, face to face, I've never actually felt anything like it in the 11 years in the industry. And so I'm pumped more than anything. But more importantly, 2.5 years ago, when Mariel gave me that message, little did I know she was the #1 income earner for the entire company. I mean, how blessed was I to have that message? I call it a bit of a divine intervention. But not only is #1 in the company, she is 30 worldwide in the industry. She has earned close to 5 million with our company in 4 years. So what I've learned in this company, proximity is power. And guess what? We have proximity, which is so cool. So Mariel, not only has she done that, but she's opened her home to us this week. We get to see her, how she does business, her life and her family. And I just feel so blessed that you guys get to hear from her. So over to you.
I'm glad we haven't scared her away. I told her, my kids, that look, that mom look, you better be on your best behavior. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. But anyhow, nice to see everybody. Nice to meet you all. I'm the blessed one because Abby's been an amazing friend and angel and has brought all you beautiful people along for this gorgeous ride. Glorious too, maybe. But honestly, gosh, we're the fastest growing company online in health and wellness. Who doesn't want to improve their health and their wellness, after the last couple of years that we've had? And more importantly, we're coming into a season where people are going to have to really think about how they also diversify and create extra streams of income. They say that the average person needs to make anywhere from an extra $3,200 to $5,200, I believe I read, that analysts are predicting $5,200 extra just to live the exact same life as last year. Maybe you're starting to feel some of that I know we call it gasoline. My friends over here call it petrol. But basically we all need to think about those extra expenses and those life expenses that are going up. And so we feel very compelled to share that this is an opportunity behind products that we know work, we know are needed products. And here people haven't heard about this opportunity just yet. So I'm going to share some slides with you. I hope that's okay. And I want to thank everybody for dialing in from all over the place. It's nice to be together. For some of you that don't understand how cool this is for us, we have been, like Abby said, through a screen for a very, very long time. So it's very nice to be sitting across the table and to be able to break bread and just squeeze each other. So I'm going to get these slides up real quick here. Okay. So anyways, we believe this the right company at the right time with the right leadership and all the right products. I mean, everything's kind of lining up to be the opportunity of a lifetime, the opportunity of our generation. There's a lot of companies that have been around for, some of them here that we talk about all the time, 50, 100 years, a very long time. And it's exciting to know that everybody and anybody can be a partner here in Q Sciences. Q Sciences is short for quintessential biosciences. So quintessential meaning the best of the best products, and then biosciences meaning the products are backed by science. We do ship into 24 countries and we're working on some more expansions. However, we don't necessarily have, what I would call, leadership in every single country. We don't have, high earners yet in every country. Australia, we really only have a couple six-figure earners. Abby is one of our first, leaders in Australia, and a couple of you have watched what's happened in the pioneering of growing Australia and expanding Australia. We believe it's still very much ground floor. If I've had, I think over 80 people cross the thresholds in making six figures through the company, sharing our products around the world, maybe there's only been about 4 or 5 in Australia total of those 80. And we know we'll have 300 to 1,000 within the next few years. And the reason why we know that is because of the timing of where we sit in Q. So in 2017, the company did 15 million. In 2018, 32 million. 2019, 51 million. 2020, 62 million. You're hearing a trend here, right? 2021, though, this is why we're really excited. We just did our first 100 million as a company. If you have any business hat brain that, Abby referred to earlier, or if you know someone that does, that number should excite you. When a company that's in the home-based business industry does 100 million in one calendar year, everybody starts to take notice. I actually was a part of my last company. I've only been a part of 2 companies that when they did their first 100 million, thousands of people actually became 6-figure and 7-figure income earners. The company started doing $1 billion 3 years later. So we know the timing is now. We know the momentum is here, and we have these 2 gentlemen to thank for, this opportunity, for the timing and all the great things that Q offers people. But we believe in these guys teaching us what they've learned in business, not just network marketing, hype and fluff and things that unfortunately have been around this industry for a very long time. These 2 gentlemen have built very successful businesses, starting with Mark Wilson, our CEO and founder. He actually spent 10 years in the professional NFL football league here in the United States. Kind of a big deal here. There's usually only, I think they said 1 out of 100,000 kids or something crazy ever get the opportunity to play professional football, and the number is even a lot less for someone that goes to the Super Bowl. And he went twice to the Super Bowl as a winning quarterback. And so he successfully retired from, football and went into building commercial real estate for, over 25 years. And so he's pretty well known for that, actually, and decided to retire to the golf course. And after 6 months of golfing, he said, I can't do this the rest of my life. I need purpose. I need meaning. And we are so blessed that we've been able to spend so much time face to face with this man. And of course, now these girls have been able to spend time, with Mark and Jake. Jake was brought on in 2017, the very end of 2017, just to turn the company in a different direction. As I said, in 2017, they had done 15 million. Well, predominantly how they did that from 2012 through 2017, they had mostly medical health professionals. They had a white coat program. There were a lot of clinics and chiropractors' offices, acupuncturists, people, again, that were, definitely more of healthcare providers, really carried the supplement line because of the high quality, first of all, we are very, again, backed by science, lots of research data. We're a very sought after supplement company because it's the only one that I've ever found in my 20 years of being a nutritionist, owning gyms for 13 years, helping people, really lose weight, get in shape. That's my background. And typically when you come across supplement companies, there's no supplement companies that do their research and data and have any sort of science. First of all, we buy supplements, vitamin shops, vitamin stores, Costco, GNC. I don't know what you all use. Maybe the chemist or something, you might buy over the counter supplements. There's no science backing those supplements, in other words. And this is the first company I saw that was doing that. And I was really blown away because of Mark Wilson's connections and how he had formed the company from 2012 through 2017. They wanted to provide the first company that really offered that. That excited me. I was interested in that. In the home-based business industry, I actually toured and visited over 30 companies personally to meet and gather intel and try products and to run a lot of the products by my network that I trusted. Well, Jake Spencer came along in 2018 and wanted to really change the company from, selling to a couple doctors' offices and things like that. They actually had 400 distributors total, and he really knew what he could do if we could bring this to a bigger scale, right? And kind of scale the company and really go on $1 billion run and make this $1 billion brand. And so he's been doing that ever since he's been here in 2018. He's brought his sales training, his 14 years experience building monster global teams. And he's our dear friend. I think Abby and I, specifically are more like sisters to him in a way. And being that he's a father of 3 daughters that I'm very close to as well, it's really neat to see him really care for a lot of us and leaders in our families. These 2 gentlemen have set the bar for pillars in our company. We really believe that faith and family are number one. Friends, fitness, finances, the 5 F's we call them, are what we try to keep in balance on a daily basis. And that's part of our culture and who we are because of those 2 guys. And we're just really the blessed ones, honestly. They are in their prime. They're a dynamic duo. They have so much energy, and they really do teach business strategy, business development, leadership development, in our industry. That's kind of unheard of. So I actually had some guests at the convention, this last convention, and they couldn't believe, they'd been in the industry, one for 7 years, one for 10 years, one for 2 years. They had never really seen a convention like that with so much business, knowledge and experience being shared from stage. Dr. Stephen Kimberly is exciting. He actually comes to every other convention. So he'll be at the next convention sharing from stage. He gets a little bit more too sciencey for even my head. And I've been doing this 20 years. But he really, quite frankly, is very famous because of his experience being a senior editor of WebMD for nearly 15 years. And we have access to him. He's our chief science officer. And here in the United States, he's, like I said, pretty well known. Globally, he's pretty well known for all the things that he did for WebMD online when they started, really kind of having a WebMD be a source and a resource for people to find out what they're experiencing, what their symptoms were, things like that. The whole world changed, quite frankly. People didn't necessarily visit the doctor every single time they had a sniffle or a sore throat. They'd go online and research. And he gathered intel for 15 years of what people needed around the world. Things that were top, I should say, number one that he looked for in his studies brain health, gut health. He knew that if he would partner with a company that did it right in this space, he's never been in network marketing. What do you guys, or MLM, whatever you guys call it, right? We call it network marketing, or direct sales, or whatever you want to call it. He said he would never get in this industry. The only reason why he decided to become the chief science officer, our gatekeeper of our products, was because Mark Wilson promised him that this would be very different than any home-based business company, and that he could have, his eyes on everything before it came onto our virtual shelves. So around the world, we have roughly 50 products, approximately, that we share. Every market's a little bit different, but overall, we really address health and wellness concerns that people are looking for. Typically, in my 20 years of helping people, get healthier, people are usually asked, for products that help them lose weight, helps their metabolism. That's a big one. Maybe even putting on muscle, hormonal balancing, energy, sleep. Of course, in the last 2 years, the mental health, the gut health, those have been absolutely through the roof. People have been needing help in those areas. And people have also needed the word absorption. We classify our product line very different than anybody else in the world because of that one word, absorption. You can go buy products anywhere, off the shelves, online, from trusted sources, and they might not actually absorb all of the nutrients that should be absorbing into your body. We know that's why we're different. We actually, again, feel our products. A lot of times I've been advising clients to take supplements for a very long time, right? From what I believed were great places. 20 years ago, even 15 years ago, we didn't necessarily say that everybody needed to supplement as much, but the produce, the farming, everything has changed to where we're missing out on micronutrients. This is why this is our number one seller, our Q Core supplements. There's actually 4 supplements within this bag, and you get an AM and PM sachets that include these 4 supplements on a daily basis to be able to function optimally. And what I mean by that is Q Max Premium does come in this pack. That's our number one seller. It has 36 micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and what your body, your brain, your body need, again, for just optimal functioning. But we also have that gut health stuff, right? The pre and probiotics, and we have a digestive enzyme that helps break down food, and then a product that works on inflammation. This is why this is our number one seller, and you will feel a difference taking our supplements. Don't just take our word for it, but you have to feel them, try them, experience them. When you forget to take them is when you'll remember. But these are our, collagen. I want to talk about this because we have our staple products, kind of our home run products people have bought for years and years, consistently monthly. We have such a high retention rate. I know 82% was the last report that I ran at the end of last month for, retention on products. And the collagen, though, is interesting because this is kind of more of a, trending product, something that is hot right now. People have been talking about it for the last 5 years. There are differences in collagen, and we really want to provide, again, quintessential products, right? So we know that medical grade, this is life-giving collagen. They literally give to people in hospital beds, that we've been able to secure the rights to our propriety blends for all of our products. But this one in particular is flying off the shelves because of the full matrix that it offers. So in other words, some of you can look at some of us, right? There's tons of before and after pictures online. If you go to Instagram, you can see that I actually had not this long of hair a couple months ago, but it works very quickly. And we actually have more of a muscle building, weight management collagen as well. I take that one every morning, and then I take the evening one for hair, skin, and nails. But again, we are going to bring things that are trending, that are hot, that people want to buy at any time, right, along the Q journey. And we will also have our staple home run products. The vitamin sprays are staple products as well. We think they're pretty sexy. They're easy to carry, easy to take on the go, easy to put in your purse, your fanny pack, wherever. Wait, you guys don't call those. No. We call those, whoops. Rewind, delete. We call those things we wear hiking. I won't say it again, but we wear these packs on our hips. What do you call those?
I'm trying to think. What do you call them? The little packs on the hip.
We call them fanny packs.
Oh,
Okay, you do call them.
I've
Oh,
okay, I've
Sabrina
never
calls
heard
them
of
that.
it.
Okay. Wait, we got somebody in the chat. Maybe somebody bum bag.
Oh,
Bum bag.
Bum
What
bag.
does that sit on your bum?
So you got funnies and bags.
Oh,
early in the
mine
morning.
sits on the front. Oh, wow. Okay. Moving right along. Instant benefits when you spray under your tongue for, again, just that quick absorption. We have all these vitamins here, and we're really proud of that line as well. So anyhow, you can become a customer. You can support somebody that's asked you to check this out because they're growing an online business. They're growing a business that they're proud of. They're doing something for their family. Everybody gets involved in this company for different reasons, but some people want to put their daughter through dance lessons. Somebody wants to put their son or daughter through karate. Maybe they want to even take karate themselves. I don't know, right? Everybody has a different reason for starting an online business. I do believe that in today's time, with what we're up against over the next several months to maybe even a couple of years, I do believe that people are going to need an option to diversify and create an extra stream of income. So why not this, right? Most people don't have necessarily experience doing anything like this, but we kind of have, both people on both sides of the fence. We have people with experience, we have people that have never done this before, and it's all pretty much the same. Everybody can get an e-commerce website for a fee. Right now, the fee is heavily discounted, so I don't even want to refer to that right now. But there's promotions happening in some of the global markets. I know Australia has phenomenal promotions right now. We do have, again, just a business from our phone, from our computer, that we can share this anywhere. And then we have access to being paid. Now, we get paid.
Did you want to get Kim to do a product testimony?
Oh, yes, I do. I do actually want to bring, we have a guest speaker that's going to share as well. But we get paid for sharing and letting people know that these products exist. We're going to bring Kim to the line, who's going to share a product testimony that we're excited about because she's basically been just trying the products recently. So I'm going to find Kim real quick because I know she's on here. Here we go. There you are. I see you. Great. All right. So we're going to let you share because we want to hear from you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to speak. I've been asked to come and speak about the collagen. I have only joined recently and I received my products only about 5 days ago, and I have been taking the collagen for today was my 5th day, and I started noticing a difference in my skin as of yesterday. I have taken other collagen over several years, different products, different other brands, and I was shocked at how much difference I noticed so quickly. So I've been invited to share that with you guys. Get onto it. It's amazing. I can't wait to try the build one and feel the effects when I start taking that one as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you jumping on. I love that because that's a new testimony, that's why, quite frankly, the collagen is, gosh, it's becoming in the top, 3 sellers, basically. Sleep spray was always in the top seller as well. We actually have quite an epidemic happening with people that struggle with sleeping, falling asleep, or staying asleep. So we definitely believe we can help people and serve people all over the world that maybe want a natural product that actually works. And so we have a very extensive, natural line. They announced at convention a couple of days ago that we're actually going to have a very, very natural line for those that want very minimal ingredients. And so they launched that new line as well that we're excited about. So there's a daily detox tea that I've been trying. It's amazing. And there's also collagen actual daily samples that we can use. And then there's several products that are coming. We also launched a new weight loss product as well. It's called Trim Plus. And if you have tried the Trim in the past, you're going to be blown away by the upgraded version. That's, science doesn't stand still. So we're always innovating. We're always going back and making sure that all of our products kind of are the best with today's time. I know one of our products they've taken off the shelf and reformulated 3 times since I've been here in 4 years, because again, there's new articles, new research. So I get to bring Sabrina, who's going to share her testimony. She's right here at my house. It feels very surreal. I always say that surreal doesn't even feel like the right word. I think it's all going to hit us when you go back home. Like they were actually here. Sabrina's going to share her compensation testimony. We're doing a switch out. Yeah. Do you want to sit here?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Just look at the top part, because at the bottom part, I still got PJs on. Hey, good morning, good evening to all of you. Honestly, I am in awe about what's happening, because, you know, everyone's got their different story. Everyone's got a different why. Everyone's got a different background and story. And, you know, this one is really a free for all opportunity. And this is what I love. You know, I'm loving seeing the different people and personalities. You know, have people with no experience, people who have changed companies, people like myself who have not been in this industry for 7 years. Like, you know, to give you the background, I also have had an experience with network marketing and did really well. I hit the top company within 2 years. And that's when I actually met Abby, and we've become really good friends. And we walked the stage together 7 years ago in Phoenix. And then I went on a completely different journey. I left the industry because the culture didn't align. And I literally dropped a 5-figure check. And it didn't matter to me, because I'm just one of these people where I thought, look, if I've done it once, I can do it again, right? And so for the past 7 years, I've had an extraordinary time building my coaching business. I am so passionate about empowering women to be the most confident version of themselves, to, you know, be really true to themselves, show up in their authenticity, and also obviously use their skills, their gifts, and their genius to monetize them. And I had the pleasure to do that in 2 languages, traveled the world. And then about a year ago, my life has changed completely, and I manifested my soulmate. I've become an overnight stepmama to 3 kids. And so my focus has changed to really, you know, take on that identity. And I guess in doing so, my values have changed, and I wanted to do something that would allow me to create more freedom, to have more time with my family. And also, you know, having spent the last few years working online, I wanted something to, you know, to build community again. So I'm a big people lover. I'm a big hugger. I'm all about now bringing people together in the offline opportunity, in the offline market. And I watched Abby, obviously, you know, doing amazing things. And again, it's just one of those things where timing has to be the, you know, the right one. And so literally a couple of months ago, I reached out to her. Last month, I got started, and it's been so fun to just throw myself into something that really excites me, seeing the way the company is built, the way that they are all hard, how they're pouring into the people. The products are obviously legit, as we would say. The comp plan, as they say, is something you can't unsee. And I was therefore really fortunate to reap in all the double bonuses that are available in my first month, which then I decided to reinvest into the business so that I could come here to convention to really embody now everything that it stands for and bring that back to the Australian market and the international market. And obviously to have the opportunity to stay with Mariel and have that proximity and learn, and then put that back into you, even if that means getting up at 4:30 in the morning. To me, that it's what it's all about. And I'm honestly so blessed and so excited to do this with you as well.
What did you earn in your first month?
I earned, so the double bonuses in Australian dollars is just under $2,000.
First month.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, you know, compared to my other company, I'm sure it would have taken me probably a year or a year and a half to do that sort of money, just so that you can kind of compare what's possible. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We don't want you to see all of our pajama bottoms as we shuffle. And so, you know, Sabrina, thank you so much. Sabrina actually, you know, had experience in the industry, you know, left the industry, took some time away. And then we also have Leah. Yeah. And yes. Okay.
Oh,
no.
Yes,
Let me
yes,
see.
yes,
Yep.
yes,
Leah,
yes.
I'm trying to, make sure. Leah's going to share, she's brand new to the industry, and Leah's going to share, you know, her testimony for all you all. But it's not, how come it's Leah, is it letting you unmute?
Shouldn't be.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Right. Are you on?
we're all set for you.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me to talk for starters. I have to completely agree with Kim. So I started looking at collagens back. I have a 2.5-year-old, so she was running me ragged. I am a little bit of an older mum, and I really wanted the energy and to fight those signs of aging. So I tried a couple of others. And that's when I first met Abby. So I found Q, which was and is globally the best collagen on the market. So then I thought, right, do I go back to 9-to-5 work when I want to spend more time with my daughter? Am I ready? And things have been hard for everyone over the last few years. So there was that opportunity there to make a living while also chasing the anti-aging, which was the first product that caught my eye. And that opportunity was on the table. So I did talk back and forth with Abby for about possibly a year. And I thought, I've never done network marketing before in my life. And it was quite, I don't know, step into the abyss or quite frightening. I've always worked in retail. So personable sales, I really, really enjoy that energy and that sharing and finding the right product. So I have no experience. I recently joined up 6 weeks ago, trying to work out still how to get that personable experience back into an online business. I have just ranked to executive today, which I got a little teary this morning because it's been quite a wild ride. And I have to say everything that I've learned about this business, which I didn't know much before when I got started because the compensation plan was very enticing, just gives me goosebumps. The more I get to know, the more I'm involved. And I can't wait for this journey to go on and on. If you are on the fence, the product is absolutely incredible, and the opportunity can really change your life and your situation. I've done this all pretty much on my own with a very active daughter that's in the lounge room at the moment, which I'm surprised she's giving me this moment. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to being there next year.
Thank you so much. So what Leah was referring to, she actually hit our executive rank. So let's see, this one right here, box number 3, executive rank, 1,500. She actually made extra bonusing because we had extra bonusing for the last couple months. And anybody that gets started with us by tonight also has the extra bonusing access for the entire month of September. That's really what we want people to know. They extended it for anyone that gets started with us in August. So that's why we're excited about this opportunity, and we want to let people know. Box number 1 and 2, and there's a third box on customer payouts that are really, really great. Oh yeah, we hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Somebody likes to talk about money.
Sorry.
That's good. Yeah, teach them young, teach them young. You know, I think money and talking about earning money used to be a lot more taboo. And now, you know, thankfully, I mean, it's kind of right up there with oxygen. We all need to earn it and use it. And, you know, gosh, it's something that we're talking about. We're talking about financial literacy. You know, now it's becoming cool to talk about how to save, you know, how to have for retirement, how to set yourself up and your family up, right? We have an online, you know, onboarding training. We also have face-to-face events that are happening again. We have a simple system we know that works. You know, Leah earning the executive rank and bonusing is the same way that Sabrina did. I'm not saying that, you know, everybody does that in their first day or their first month, but it is possible. We want you to know it's possible. And we really believe from a business perspective that you can join $1 billion company or you can be a part of creating one. And the opportunity is now before we become, you know, $1 billion brand. So thank you so much for your time, everybody. We know this is a lot of information being thrown at you at once, but you definitely want to get back with the person that shared this with you so we can answer more questions for you, you know, get you plugged into being a customer or an ambassador, and really launch what we believe is your timing. It's the #1 fastest growing company online in the health space. You know, who wouldn't want to be a part of that right now, right? Products work, obviously, or we wouldn't be doing the numbers we're doing. The pay plan, you know, is weekly. You can count on a weekly check. We think that's phenomenal for families. And of course, we want to expand the culture and grow the culture in the community into all of Australia, New Zealand, and beyond. We definitely are looking at more international markets, you know, after this, but quite frankly, we'd love to see, you know, anywhere from 100 to 300 six-figure income earners in Australia, New Zealand, before anything else, right? So that might be you, might be someone you know, might be somebody that you can refer to someone. After listening to this presentation, you can think of who you know that are in need, right? And also connect them to who you can here with Q Sciences. So thank you all very much.
You want me to finish?
Sure, I'll have Abby finish.
I just wanted to share just a couple of things I know a few of you might be asking for, and really to finish the month off, especially with what we have on the table. We have some very, very exciting news that's going to be launched very soon in Australia. So watch this space over the next little while, because it's going to turn things on its head. So you want timing right now before we make this special announcement. We're going into Australian dollars on the 1st of November as well, which is really exciting. It's something that we've been waiting for a very long time, and we are ready. And that will, you know, be able to exchange in Australian, get paid in Australian dollars. This is going to be super exciting. But we have our last opportunity for $20 US to be part of this for the month of August, and you still be able to get those double bonuses for September. We have a Bali trip incentive as well that's going to be for November. So these next 2 months are super exciting, where we're going to help a lot of people financially and impact a lot of families. So get with a person that got you on this call so we can share all those exciting things. We're going to be ready to run when we get home. So we can't wait to kind of come back with all that excitement. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will all speak to you very, very soon.
I hope I get to meet some of you in Bali. Now that's going to be my focus.
She's coming.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.